Hi guys, Steve here, back again for Movie Chats. Hope everybody's well. So it's been a little while since I've done a video, as I was pointed out to me by Big Steve and Lana this weekend. So obviously I wanted to do a pickup video, because I've not been showing what I picked up the last few weeks, so there's quite a few bits in there. First of all, obviously you've got my hoodie that's behind me. I picked that up from Car Boot Chris, and obviously this t-shirt, so thank you very much, mate, for doing some deals for me. One other thing I wanted to mention quickly is I got a little present off Lindsay and Alvin, which were incredibly packed. So they got me a little Guns N' Roses CD, which is cool. So thank you very much, buddy. That's going to go in my collection. And this little fella here, he's awesome. He's well detailed, but that was incredibly wrapped, and it's all got here in one piece. So thank you. I'll go up there for now. Okay, so cue the intro. Okay guys, so what I'll do is I'll run through what I got. So a couple of DVDs start me off. I picked up a series from a charity shop called Sirens. I watched this when it was on TV. I quite enjoyed it. Never planned on picking it up, but obviously when it was in there for like 20p or whatever, I picked it up. I'm not sure if I mentioned this previously, but I picked up one called Prey, which is series 1 and 2. I've watched series 1. It's really, really good. If you get a chance, watch it. Basically a copper gets framed for his murder of his wife and his kid, I think, if I remember rightly. But obviously it's the two main characters from Life on Mars, so I was picking that up when I saw it. But yeah, I've really enjoyed the first season. I think the second season's got him in instead, so that'll be worth a watch if you haven't seen it. Obviously we've been to the meetup this week in Chester. Thank you very much everybody that came, really appreciate it. It was lovely seeing you all. Unfortunately Steve wasn't very well, so we had to leave a bit earlier than planned. But really appreciated everybody taking the time and making the effort to come down and see us. So hopefully we can get that done again soon, and Steve can try not to be poorly this time. So a few more things I've got on here. So next up, I've got I picked this one up from HMV. I've been looking forward to watching this, so I've said to Lou I want to sit down and watch this tonight. So yeah, love Whitney Houston, so that's going to be good, and it's by the director, I think, of Bohemian Rhapsody. So looking forward to that one. This one finally came through, which I'd ordered just after Christmas, which is the Steelbook of Rocky IV. It is my favourite Rocky film. If I just put that up, as you see. It is my favourite Rocky film, and obviously I've got it in 4K now. The reason that I originally ordered this one was because it's got the Rocky versus Ivan Drago director's cut on it, which I watched last night. And I must admit, it did make the movie better. There's some extra scenes in there, and there's some that are cut, particularly the one with Paulie's robot, that's gone. So yeah, it's a really good cut of it if you ever get a chance to watch it. But definitely my favourite of the Rocky films. And obviously in 4K it looks really good. I'm not sure if I mentioned these ones before, so I'll quickly run through them. So I picked up the Matrix trilogy. Obviously the first one for me was the best one. But I traded some stuff in and I picked that up. Another one I picked up a little while back was Cruella. Surprised by this movie. I wasn't expecting it to be any good, but Emma Stone, is really good in this. It's really sort of vibrant, obviously about fashion and stuff as well. So I wanted to pick that up in 4K, so I picked that up from CEX. Another 4K for my collection is Bad Times at the El Royale. The cinematography in this movie is really good. I really like the sort of setting, and the hotel itself, or the motel itself, looks amazing. So when I saw that in CEX, I was definitely picking that one up. I've traded in the old one today to get some value on it, but it was because I wanted to. Someone asked me when we were at the meetup whether I was just going to go and replace all my Blu-rays with 4K, because obviously I've now seen 4K and it's a lot better quality than I expected it to be. But no, I'm not, is the answer to that one. I can't afford to replace all of these, and I don't plan to. But what I would say is the 4K ones that I'm getting are the ones that I want to see in 4K, if that makes sense. Some of my favourite movies, when I do a breakdown of all the 4Ks I've got, you'll see what I mean. But no, I don't plan on just buying them willy-nilly. I plan on getting them for the ones that I do want. A couple of the bits I got, Annie, because obviously we've got this for the homework this week. I had took it down to Ellesmere Port to Steve's, but he was far too poorly to watch this, let alone anything else. So he's gonna have to find his own copy of that one. So I'm gonna get that on this afternoon, I think. Picked this one up from the Chester CEX when we went down, which is Elvis. Steve had kindly bought me this because I'd bought something for him on Chris's Whatnot. That's cool, isn't it? But yeah, I'd not long bought the bloody DVD, so that's had to go to CEX because obviously I can't have two things, otherwise Steve goes mad. So I've got that now, which it's a really cool movie. I'm looking forward to watching it in 4K. Another steelbook I bought this week. I traded in some stuff, which was I didn't expect it to be in there, but it's Doctor Strange in 4K with a Mondo. Is it Mondo style case? So and that's really cool. Have a look at that with a 4K. Yeah. So this is definitely one of my favourite Marvel characters. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, I'm gonna have to have that. That's brilliant. So yeah, I picked up another 4K set. When I picked that one up actually, which is the Planet of the Apes trilogy. Really enjoyed these movies. I wasn't expecting a lot when I first went into them, especially after the Mark Wahlberg one. But no, these were really, really good. I would definitely recommend them. I'm looking forward to seeing what it looks like in 4K though. I bet they look really cool. Just a little wrestling one I picked up. Survivor Series 2014. It's the first appearance of Sting apparently, so that goes in the collection. This is one I want to sort of try and get everybody's of, which is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood 4K. Great movie. Obviously got my my favourite actress in there at the minute, Margot Robbie. Great cast. I would like to try and get all of his films on 4K if I can, because I am a big fan of Quentin Tarantino, so that was sort of the start of it. Pick them up. Another one I picked up at HMV in Chester when we went was the complete collection of Thundercats. I did have season 1 and I'd had season 1 for many, many years. But this was $29.99 for series 1 and 2. So I was getting that all day long. It is in one of those cases I don't like, but I'll live with that if I have to. Then we went to, I popped to CEX yesterday with Luke because we both got a bit of time off together. I picked up the Royal Family, the complete collection. I did have, I've traded them in now, but I did have 2 other box sets of this, but it didn't have the last special in it, which is Barbara's old ring, but this one does. So I traded those 2 in, and that was, I think it was about £8. Again, it's a nice box though, so I'm happy with that. Another one for the my childhood collection is the Ultimate Banana Man. So again, CEX, 3 series on it. So yep, that's going to go in my collection up there. pardon me. One I was hoping they brought it out after Christmas. I was sort of praying that they would, and they have, which is Violent Night. This is quickly becoming one of my favourite movies for Christmas. So I'm so happy that they've actually released a copy of it. It is in the thinner cases, but really happy with that. This one intrigued me a bit. It's a DVD HBO series. I'd like to know if anybody's seen it, because it's an 8-part limited series. I'm hoping to watch it soon. The Night of. What happened the night of, sorry. I don't know, it just looks good. I mean, it's got two decent actors in it. I think I did watch a trailer of it, because there was an advert on Facebook. Anyway, when I spotted it in there, I was picking that one up. A couple of ones, some more ones from HMV. Sorry, it's HMV. This was from CX, this one. Nomadland. Obviously won quite a few Oscars a few years back. So, and it has got the actress in it from Fargo, which I like. So I thought, well, I'll give it a go. It was cheap enough for me to go, you know what, I think it's time I probably bought it. So I'll pick that one up. Steve slated me for this one, but it is purely for my collection. This was from HMV. So they've got like a dump bin, which is quite cool actually. Let me just figure out. Yeah, £3.49. So they've got a dump bin in there with all sorts of movies and good stuff. And I saw it and I thought, you know what, I don't think I have any of those, so I'll pick them up for £3.50. They can go in the collection. I did mention this the other night on the chat. I bought this because I thought Steve might want it, but if not, I could trade it in. But it doesn't seem to be anything massive, which is Transformers Robots in Disguise. I forget which one he said it was now. I'm sure he can correct me. That's another one. This one is All the Boys Love Mandy Lane. This was in a charity shop for about 20p. I wouldn't pay any more than that for a movie that's got Amber Heard in it. But I have heard it's not a bad movie, so I thought I'd pick it up. It says rental only on it, ironically, but yeah, I was not paying more than 20p for an Amber Heard movie. She doesn't deserve it. This one's again from a charity shop. There is a story to this one. This is 30 doggedly funny episodes of Hector's House. It's not something that I have watched a lot of. However, it's something that's pretty important for me because my dad and his mates have a band called Hector's House, which they based around these characters. So I might give it to my dad if he hasn't already got it, but I picked that one up. That's another one. A couple of cheap ones we picked up from charity shop. I think they were like 50p each, which was Crazy Hearts, The Campaign. Now this one's quite good. Secret Life of Walter Mitty. I'm not sure if I had it, so I was like, well, I'll pick it up anyway. And Last Chance Harvey. A lot of these are pretty much sort of your Poundland specials, I think. A couple of quid each, but yeah. And then a couple of bootlegs I got. Again, if we have these out in proper releases, I will definitely pick them up. However, I've ended up with Wednesday. Really, really good series. I thoroughly enjoyed this. You can definitely tell who it was made by. It was directed by Tim Burton. And I'm hoping, I'm sure there is, but I'm hoping there's a second series. One of the things that obviously Disney have been going on about at the minute is focusing more on the home video area. So I'm hoping that's saying, you know what, these sort of things. I mean, I know this is Netflix, but I'm sort of going off on a tangent a bit here because there's a couple of movies that I want. There's a lot of those where they're going to be releasing them, I think. And I'm hoping, I mean, Netflix usually do release stuff, so if that comes out relatively soon, then I'll pick up a proper copy of it. The other one is Spirited. Again, I know Chris is a big fan of this one, Cooking Hayden's. I really enjoyed it, and I think the thing is that for me over Christmas I have a particular set of movies that I would tend to watch, and having those two, that one and Violent Night, I think I can't wait to watch them again. I don't particularly watch them during the year. It's just doesn't seem right watching a Christmas movie in the middle of the year. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching them again come next Christmas, because they are good. They are really good. I think that's pretty much it. Hopefully by now Steve will have found his little presents that were lying around in his room. I did see this morning that he'd found one of them. Not saying there might be a few more than one, Steve, but I'll let you try and figure that one out. You know, he's a big lover of musicals and cheesy movies, so hopefully he's still looking. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it. I'm really happy with the pickups. Some really good titles there. Hey guys, me again. Sorry, I was hoping to finish the video, but I forgot something. Which is a big thank you to some people. Now, I usually get stuff off Steve and Chris, and I've had it with Kathy and Cherry and stuff in the past. And it always amazes me that people send me stuff. It's really nice and I really appreciate it. But I forgot to mention a few things. So obviously I mentioned earlier on in the video that I got those things off Alvin and Lindsay, which I'm really appreciative of. There's just a couple of things as well, a couple of pickups and some bits I wanted to just quickly run through before we finish the video. The first thing is I went out today, managed to find Maid Marian and Her Merry Men. Now, I watched this as a kid growing up, so that's going to go in my kids stuff up the top. So that's a good addition to it. When I got to Steve's, he'd got me a parcel for my birthday next month. He'd managed, I've got no idea where he might have got these DVDs from, but he got me some DVDs. Thank you very much, Steve. It's like I've seen them before. And Hancock on Steelbook, which he knows I collect the Steelbooks. So I'm grateful to Steve and Lana for those. He got me a t-shirt which says Player One on it, which I'm really nice. A Lord of the Rings Return of the King frame with the cell, certificate on the back, which is cool. And I've also got a card. I'm not going to open the card because obviously it's not my birthday yet, but he got me a Death Star maze, which is again is really cool. So thank you very much for that, guys. I really appreciate it. I will open the card when it comes to my birthday, so thank you for that. But yeah, one of the things really amazed me. I mean, she's an awesome woman anyway. I've always said that. But when we met up with Queenie at weekend and the meet up, she's got me a t-shirt. Oops, let's get that over there. She's got me a City t-shirt, which she knows the two passions in my life are City and films. So I am really grateful for that. Can't wait to wear it. And ironically, it was the design I wanted a little while back, and I couldn't get hold of them. So I really appreciate that. A couple of the things. I got some. I don't know if you'll have seen Chris Hayden's one of the videos where we did a trade. Well, it was for some frames that I wanted. So he recently visited, I say recently, a couple of months ago, he visited Steve when they were up in North Wales. So he kindly dropped them off there for him, and Steve's been holding them for me. So I picked these bad boys up. The problem is with these is ideally I wanted all of them. And there was no way he was splitting them anyway, so I got them all. So I got this one. Hopefully you can see it. This is great. Now these are going to go either up in the loft when we convert the loft, or in the spare room when we do that. That goal, hopefully you all can see that. That's the Gillingham one. I was at that game, and I was one of the few people that didn't leave. So that holds a memory for me. This one is the 1989 5-1 demolishing of United, which is more my dad's era, that one, than mine. And then a pièce de résistance, that Aguero goal, which is really cool. Like I say, I'm so grateful to Chris to doing a deal for those. Obviously, as you guys are aware, I've got 9320 there. They are massively important to me, and Chris knows, I think, that they go into a home that's going to really appreciate them. So I'm really chuffed with those. Can't wait to get the extension sorted out so I can put them up. But yeah, it's really cool. But as I was saying, you know, Lindsay and Alvin, bless them, they went out of the way and they got me some bits. And I am massively grateful. Sometimes my face doesn't always show that, but I can assure you, it's very peculiar getting things like that. But I do really appreciate the support from the guys that watch the channel and all the people that we speak to in the reselling community as well. You know, I mean, Queen is an absolute legend. She really is. She's such a lovely woman. You know, but everybody has been so welcoming to us over the years and really supportive of the channel. So I really appreciate that, guys. I think that's pretty much it. Apologies if I missed anything. I don't want to put this video out even longer, to be honest. But yeah, so thank you very much, everybody. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It's really helping us grow the channel. I think at the minute we're about 448 subscribers, so we're getting there. I'd like to do a giveaway at 500. I've got some bits I can give away, and they won't be the stuff that Chris sent to Steve. So I will make sure they're decent stuff. But thank you very much, everybody. Take care. Bye.